Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, military sci-fi.
Yeah.
Spectral.
Mm-hmm.
Initial thoughts?
It was Call of Duty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an excellent video game.
Yes.
This is my my top pick for best Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of Netflix movies, they drag.
Yes.
And then they start to like fall apart and you're just like, you had so much promise.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this one kept it concise. It was 100 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need.
Looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they used Peter Jackson's digital stuff.
Oh.
Special effects. Another movie. Special effects quality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Of course, I think we're coming off Moontrap, so I don't know if that...
Yeah, there was no stop motion in this.
Yeah. What the hell? Bathtubs, Chris. We need more bathtubs.
I will say, one thing I was hoping for more towards the end. In the end, we ended up going the Tony Stark route, where, you know, we built all this cool shit in a cave with a box of scraps. And I was kind of hoping we would stick with like the sort of guerrilla, what we have available, barely functioning route, like when we were making grenades out of iron filings that we just kind of had. I thought that was a lot cooler than we sort of off-screen build a laser gun. And if we had kept up with that, like sort of more MacGyver solutions, I think that would have been a lot more interesting for me.
Yeah, I won't disargue that. That was the pretty cool part. But I mean, they had all the materials there. Why not build it?
They did apparently.
This wasn't a cave.
But I guess I just wanted it to be jankier.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just lean a little bit more into the.
I'm sorry, but this guy is a tech expert. He
Yeah.
reassembled.
Yeah. And
reverse polarities.
Yeah, reverse the polarity. Yeah. I think the gun that they were building ended up being. I think it was supposed to be the same thing that he was working on at the start of the film.
Yeah.
So we were talking about like flash boiling something, and that would work for the Bose-Einstein condensate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of science in this.
There's science words. I think they went with that for the state of matter, and that's like the dumbest name for a state of matter out of all. Like supercritical fluid was right there. There's so much other stuff. And they went with Bose-Einstein condensate.
Oh, I'm sorry that they used the word that's real out there.
That's a real word.
Wasn't your favorite word? Maybe they could have just
real words.
They could have gone into like the Google search name generator of sci-fi things and just be like,
Yeah, they could have just done whatever.
Ectoplasma.
Yeah, it could have been ectoplasm. That would have been yeah. There we go.
I don't know what weapons will be used to fight World War III, but I'm pretty sure World War IV will be fought with sticks
and stones. That's Albert Einstein. He worked for the government.
If you ask him, I don't think he thought that was his finest hour. I'm sure he has feelings about flash boiling human flesh.
This movie starts out. We get to see the guy that created this camera.
Funky goggles.
Yeah, funky goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get the guy that wearing it goes out. Eastern European war's going on.
Yeah. Can't wait for backup.
Yeah, he can't. There's no time.
No.
Send it behind me. That's what backup does.
Yeah.
And he goes in the building. He sees this like specter of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and it went through him and killed him.
Yeah. Just eats them.
That was a good effect, and we got to see it a lot. It was just a very efficient. What the fuck just happened? It freezes them while burning them on the outside.
Yes.
We get the expert to come on down, and be like, "Hey, so we got a video, something. Can't send it to you. You got to come down, take a look."
Yeah.
So, you know, he's there arguing back in Virginia, I believe, arguing with his boss, and he's just like, yeah, I used to be a scientist. We used to do stuff for defense. Now you want to make this into a weapon.
Yeah.
It's the government.
Yeah. You're designing things for the military, sir.
Yeah, they're going to want to weaponize it. Mm-hmm. I've seen it in every show.
Mm-hmm. And in every real life, I'm sure.
I don't experience a lot of real life, Chris.
No.
I learn everything from
I know
movies.
you don't, yeah.
Everything from movies. Whenever there's a fact question coming up at a trivia, I just sort it with a movie that I've seen and be like, this could be true because it happened in this movie.
Yeah. It felt like they were trying to reference a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some scientific explanation for what's on these feeds, but until you give it to me, I'm not sending it up the chain of command. Nobody here has been able to make heads or tails of this. Just thrown a wrench into our entire operation for reasons I'm not at liberty to discuss with you.
Goes to the base. We meet Captain Pike.
Captain Pike, yeah.
From the movie. Huh? So I tricked you there. You thought another Pike?
I was like, is that guy still alive? Really?
You thought Jeffrey Hunter was coming out?
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking maybe Anson Mount.
No, I would know that.
So there's your Star Trek connection to this movie.
Yeah. And he gave a good Pike speech at the end. Yeah.
You knew
he knows how to deliver those.
Yeah.
Well casted.
He watches the video, and he's just like, what the fuck is that?
Spook in there.
And they're just like, that's why we brought you here. Tell us what that fucking thing is.
You're not allowed to have any data, though.
No,
you just
no,
gotta
no.
tell me.
Maybe if I take this home and look at it for... No, you can't go there.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, then it's a leprechaun. Why'd you bring me out here? What was the point?
Let's send us up the chain of command with the theory that we have. It's active camo.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
Sure.
hey, I've seen it. Predator uses it. I mean, we don't. He even said that. He's like, we have not come up with that. We are the leaders of this technology.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like active camo would probably be a much simpler thing to develop than whatever the fuck they ended up going with.
What is your working theory?
The agency thinks this is some kind of cloaking technology. Insurgent soldiers wearing active camouflage.
In this country, something that advanced.
CIA knows of a few groups in Europe and Asia that could be working on active camouflage.
Yeah, that's a tough development. But you know what?
They developed so many separate technologies that they then had to combine to make what these things are. You could have just made active camo, I guess.
They might still see you. Yeah, the amount of experimenting that went on. A country that didn't look like
This
it was
is what
well
happens.
funded for it.
This is what happens when you allow unchecked weapons research. Unlike what happens in the USA.
Yep. Check weapons research.
Yeah,
Totally
definitely
better.
checked. Definitely checked.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I gotta go out in the field and get a picture. And they're like, yeah, because we don't really want to send this in to our bosses because they're just gonna call us crazy.
Yeah, we don't want to be like, we found ghosts and they ate our Navy SEALs or whatever.
Yeah. And so, like, all I wanted as a human being was for him to go out, get his evidence, come back, work through it.
Well, yeah, let's analyze some fucking data.
Exactly.
We almost got that when he was figuring it out, but damn, we needed a data
I didn't see him sit in front of a computer, you know, glasses, headache.
Drinking the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be like, oh, I have a breakthrough, print it out. You know?
Yeah.
Didn't get any of that because we were stuck in the field.
That's what I'm here for.
Some things make me feel whole.
Yeah.
No, instead we went out, we ran into some shit.
Yeah.
They found a good Vancouver actor hiding under a bathtub. And they're like, where's your team? He's like, oh, they're upstairs. And they're all dead.
Yeah.
And we didn't really see him
There's only
after
one
that.
bathtub.
I don't really remember him dying, but I also don't remember seeing him after that. Because they were
Maybe.
dragging him.
Yeah, I don't know if he was fit for combat, but
Yeah.
I assume he was around.
Hey, buddy. Where's the rest of your team?
They're upstairs. But they're all gone. Got under their skin.
What got under their skin?
Saw it.
Yeah, that would be cool if, like, you know, just another scene with him being like, you ready? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine, I'm good. Because everything he was delivering was just like, he's not okay.
Yeah, it did sort of feel like that was the kind of character that's supposed to go nuts later, and like you have to put him down or something.
Yeah,
He starts killing your
that's the
guys.
thing
Like
we were
that's the
missing.
eyes we were getting from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's the one thing we were missing.
Yeah.
Get outside. All the men are getting wiped out. These like ghost.
Yeah, we
specters.
lost a lot of just random soldiers in this movie. I was counting them because like the Pike comes in at the end. He's like, "There's only 32 left. We're doing the final battle," and I'm like,
Yeah, you had like 265 at the base, and they escaped with like 19. And
yeah.
Yeah. I like the one guy, 'cause the guns are going through these guys. They're like, oh yeah, open fire. Nothing's happening. Yeah. Maybe he missed. He never misses.
Yeah, he doesn't miss.
Well, if it went through.
Is
he
that a
didn't hit
miss?
it.
Does that count as a miss? Ooh, we're getting philosophical.
What the?
Take the shot.
Did you see that? The bullets went right through it.
Did he miss?
McFadden doesn't miss.
Get downstairs, and one guy's just like, I've got this. Bazooka.
Yeah, have we tried bazooking it?
And like when you think about like there were other soldiers that were coming down those stairs and they came out after, like maybe don't shoot the stairwell. That guy that mounted the camera on there is watching this all happen. He got some good shots for some later data analyzation, but yeah, back to that. They run because they have no choice. Actually, they got into their vehicles, which I guess have porcelain armor.
Apparently.
Yeah, and they got 3 miles.
3 kilometers. Really quickly.
Yeah. They ran into a factory which was surrounded by what substance?
Iron filings.
Yes. And these spectrals couldn't get through.
Some sort of black sand.
I fell in that sand. I had to pick it out of my hand.
Let me see it.
They find a daughter and her little brother in there.
Yep.
Daddy died downstairs, and he worked at a place.
Yeah.
Thank God these kids were there because they told us everything we needed to know to stop
the
this
kids
from
are
happening.
excellent sources of information.
Yeah. They decide, hey, like we're never gonna land choppers here. There's too many cables. Also, the bad guys are gonna overhear us because the communications is.
Yeah, we
theirs.
just stopped giving a shit. The insurgents never really did anything, did they?
Yeah, that was probably for the best for everybody to succeed, but also would have been a good issue to deal with.
Yeah, if they had been more of a threat at the beginning, then we could have had a thing at the end where we like team up to defeat the real enemy or something.
Yeah. So they decided to make a run for it. Little girl knows, hey, I got another route we could go. Okay. We'll go that route, little girl.
Yeah, and the route was just down the street. Like, it wasn't a secret passage or anything. It was just going down the street.
Yeah. What about the team that went the other way? Did we ever hear from them again?
I don't know.
They decided to make a bunch of grenades with the shavings. And
the glass jars that they were finding in the factory fit perfectly into their rocket or grenade launchers. On
I
the
would
bottom
just
of
be
their guns.
afraid to shoot anything glass out of a mechanical device.
Yeah, I thought what they were gonna do. Yeah, because it was kind of silly how it just fit in there, but they had the grenade, so I was thinking they were just gonna be duct taping these glasses full of shards around a grenade, and you just chuck that.
Open the
That'll
casing,
work.
throw the shards in, close the casing.
Yeah.
Didn't work too well.
Also, holy fucking shrapnel. Like, I think everyone who fired that probably should have just died, but whatever.
And he just turns around. My face hurts. Did it get anything in it? There's just nothing but spikes coming out. It's like, you look like a porcupine, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. A little brutal.
Yeah. It didn't look like it was working because they kept shooting behind them and the specters were fast.
Yeah.
But when you got the shot in front, they did not like that.
No.
They got stuck in the ground a lot. They make it to the extraction point because the tanks show up.
Yeah.
Can't go through a tank, but sure can fuck one up.
Yeah. Where's all that goddamn energy coming from?
Running.
Yeah, apparently.
That's what the Flash does. He runs and he builds up
I guess
energy.
they're the Flash, yeah.
Yeah,
It's one thing to be able to walk around, like, move through people, but it just, like, one of them can fuck a tank up that hard. Where is that power coming from?
Where's your scientific evidence of just one thing walking through people, Chris? You done that? Have you killed people? You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Today.
I've never seen you run. Choppers come in.
Choppers.
I like the guy that had all the filings and stuff in his back, and he just took it out and just smashed it when
that was cool.
The choppers.
That was the kind of MacGyver-y random bullshit, because we've established what the metal filings do, and we're right behind a helicopter landing, and it's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We've established the laws of the universe we're living in, and now we're applying them in neat ways. And that's way cooler than just building a laser gun off screen.
But what if you attach several laser guns together for a big blast?
Ooh. You know, I think what he was doing was just pulling the power out of the smaller ones to charge the big one.
Oh, I thought it was like 5 shots in one.
No, I think it was because they were just sort of lying there. I think he was powering them with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still named the Big Boom.
You did big boom. Yeah, big boom went boom.
Yeah. They get in the helicopter. Little brother died. He got ghosted.
Yeah, I thought that didn't make any sense to me because he was holding the porcelain charm.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, well, the porcelain charm obviously does something. And no, it doesn't do anything.
No,
it doesn't do a goddamn thing.
I knew it wasn't going to because Dad still had it on him.
I guess so. Maybe
Dad
he
was
fell.
dead.
Maybe Dad died because he fell.
Yeah. So we helicopter. They're like, hey, we're coming home. They're like, no, don't. Base compromised.
Base over.
We're sending you somewhere else. And they go to like the enemy's refugee place. So we didn't really see any enemies other than maybe the few guards at the front.
No, that was all civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there. A little girl's got shrapnel in her.
The only person who got shrapnel from the ridiculous amount of shrapnel.
There's a lot. It's a good thing those ghosts were stupid and they jumped over that thing earlier because they were hiding right underneath it. But before she gets the oxygen mask put on, she tells us the rest of the information we need.
Good information. Thanks, kid.
Yeah, this is where my dad worked. This is where it all started.
Yeah, go there.
Yeah.
Final boss.
And then so Bruce Greenwood shows up and he's like, hey, I've got 5 choppers with me with about 20 minutes of fuel in each of them.
And I've got all this random salvage from the base.
Yeah, and some of it is like not functional. Because he pulled open a crate.
We even brought the lifting dog.
Yeah.
That was necessary for us to bring.
He stayed behind for this shit.
Yeah, he did.
Lifting dogs they came in helpful later when they became giant walking flashlights.
Yeah.
You are using untested weapons against an enemy that to this point has been unstoppable.
You are heading into unknown territory. And hear me when I say you're going to see things you will not understand.
They didn't have a plan. He gets there, he's like, I just brought this shit. I know I'm the general, but like I got no idea what to do. We can't get through to anybody. So yeah, I'm just regrouping. And then of course scientist guy says like, I know what they are. And then he said that thing. And then he's just like, well, I mean, I've been given enough information as to where this is and where it started, so we should go there.
Yeah.
But we need to build weapons. So then we got a montage of wiring and rewiring and building weapons. Never testing them, never firing them once.
No.
What if you click, oh, fuck.
Fuck, I didn't reverse the polarity right.
I'm just like, how's he gonna build all these guns by himself? Because like, none of these other guys know what they're doing. There's like a lot of weapons to build.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, a lot of people got thinned out so that they didn't have to fire as many weapons.
Yeah.
They fly to the place. They test out the giant cannon.
Works great.
Yeah. Confirm kill. And so then they drop everybody else. They cause a bit of a distraction. Our tech guy and our translator decide to head down with a little team. They get split up.
Yeah. Because their team was extremely bad at hitting one ghost.
Yeah.
They spent like the entirety of the climax of the movie trying to shoot that one ghost.
I think there were 2.
Trying to shoot those 2 ghosts.
And they couldn't get either. Even when we went back to them later, they were still trying. It showed like other people, like up top. They showed other people.
Misses.
Hey, they never said it about this guy.
Yeah.
They showed other people up top, and eventually, like the ghosts started like reforming and coming back. And
that was a pure video game moment.
Hey, video games plots. Everybody's just like, oh man, the video game is better than the movie. Like you should do that. Well, here they did.
Yes, they did.
They kept your video game plot intact and your game mechanics.
It wouldn't have been a true video game plot unless we established that they had a really cool weapon, but they never used it, because what if there's an even bigger one after this?
Yeah. Tech guy goes down into the research place. He sees the guy that was trying to stop it because he had a device to unplug things.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts unplugging it. How do you kill these guys? You unplug the machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, he unplugs it, and then like nothing stopped because he didn't pay attention when she's just like, and then the final
And then
power
you have to
bar.
unplug the last thing.
Upstairs military guy's just like, giant boom.
Mm-hmm.
And he flies back, and yeah, they're still coming. It did feel like Ghostbusters at the end when the thing was just going into a storm and ghosts are coming out and killing people. I just need that magic song going.
It reminded me of the like Battle for Zion in the Matrix sequels, where they've got the APUs or whatever, and they're just shooting those clouds of squiddies, and it just doesn't matter. Like, you've got these machine guns going, and yeah, squiddies are dropping, but it's just this whole cloud of things, and it just doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. Zion will fall. They go into another room where they see these weren't just grafted people 3D printed.
Yeah, they were actually being remote controlled by, I guess, 3D printed again versions of people's neural systems.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see the shape of the neural system, like the body shape of it. And then, unplug.
Yeah, we just sort of take it upon ourselves to assume that that's the right thing to do.
Well, he does it once, and then she's just like, wait, this is good. I mean, we should probably figure this stuff out, and use it for our evil governments.
Yes, I mean, I guess that's what he was going for, with being like, no, we need to destroy
She's like,
this.
think
so
of
it
big
can't be
picture, and he is
redone.
like, I am thinking of big picture.
Yeah, because we can't allow this information to go, but pretty sure the information's still all there. I don't think he actually destroyed anything.
And even though he unplugged everybody, really at the end they were just like, yeah, we're sending a team back. Go back and
they're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, study it.
I mean, I assume all the information's still there. You didn't really touch the computers, so it's like, fine, whatever.
Maybe there are things science can't answer.
But holy shit, the amount of separate technological breakthroughs that these guys needed to do. So we've got hyper accurate scanning technology, first of all, and then we're 3D printing exotic forms of matter with the Bose-Einstein condensate.
And as you said, these specters look different.
Yeah, they're all different people. So we're 3D printing exotic matter, not even normal matter, and precisely doing it on an atomic scale almost. And then we have an interface where you can control them with your mind, bro. And we're growing nervous systems in jars and using those to control them. Or you could just make active camouflage.
I mean, you do make it an easy case for active camouflage being simpler.
Yeah, I mean, we're giving the CIA lady shit at the start.
Yeah.
But it was way better explanation.
But I mean, you bomb an area, it doesn't matter what camouflage you have on.
They weren't just scanning people. They're not just printouts. This is what's controlling them.
These are from real corpses.
I think I needed a cheesy moment where they just had, because there's a lot of this is shot in Hungary and a bunch of other places where they obviously had some wars and stuff, and those buildings were fucked. I needed a bathtub place, just a place a warehouse of bathtubs.
Bathtub emporium.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see a porcelain shank at some point and what that would do to one of them. Because if they can't pass through porcelain, and I shank them with it, that should do something, right?
Yeah, the more you brought that up, the more I want to see it too.
Like a MacGyver version of this would have been way better. Like instead of using the advanced military hardware, we're using primitive porcelain, like literally bathtubs taped to our to our armor, and we've got like explosive shards flying everywhere, or even just like a fan, and we're spraying these little iron shards around.
We're living in ourselves. Toilets are made of porcelain too.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Do we have any bathtub? Where are we gonna get a bathtub? What about shitters?
Yeah, what about the shitter?
They're gonna take Mazarov apart piece by piece, measure everything, try to reverse engineer it, fight over ownership.
Yeah, that's the movie, Chris. Fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was tons of fun. It definitely it felt like a bit of a different film by the end. There were different tones in this movie, and it started off like as more of a horror thing, and I think that would have been interesting to play along with, and then it became sort of this sci-fi build, with laser guns, just shoot 'em up kind of dealy. At the start, I was wondering if this was even going to be like one of those movies where there's specters hiding, in various shots, because they're always around, and it's like, oh, are you going to see them? So I was like looking for specters off in the corner, but no, they made it very obvious. I had fun with this. I think, for some random bullshit that's just on Netflix, it was pretty good. Yeah, it's probably one of the better movies we've reviewed recently.
Ouch. How dare you moontrap me like this? Yeah, for sure. It's a fun movie. It's good action. I like the military aspect. It reminded me a lot of this Aaron Eckhart Alien Invasion in LA movie, where it's just like they're this military unit going around building the building, trying to get to the source of this. They're fighting these aliens, and then it's like they accomplish their main objective, and then just like, oh, there's an outbreak over here. It's just like, let's get back to work. Like there's no stop. It's just constant. Like, yeah, we're soldiers. This is our orders. We must keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's another aspect that just kept this movie moving forward. There wasn't like, I'd say the slowest part was when they were in the warehouse. And they were just kind of figuring shit out. And
we were learning then.
Yeah,
that was
exactly. It was still, we didn't have any dragging of anything out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't necessarily always agree with what the movie chose to do with its time, but it was always doing something with its time. Like, it had a purpose.
I mean, there was no love story.
Yeah.
He checked on her forehead. She's like, you blank out? Yeah. She's fucking concussed. Yeah.
Landmines, hold on!
Have some water.
Yeah. Water's good for you. Actually, when you're in shock, you're supposed to drink soda.
Oh.
Sugar.
Okay.
Liam Neeson taught me that in Taken.
Thanks, Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And again, we just assume that's true.
Yeah.
It was in a movie.
Movie logic.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna kill somebody one day with movie logic.
Mm-hmm.
Or, just deform them horribly with cauterization because it stops the bleeding.
It stops bleeding, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry about the internal shit. As always, guys, thanks for watching.